Welcome to Basement Gaming, and this is Tech. Today I visit the SoulMask game and the latest development updates on creatures, tribesmen, and building. But if you're not familiar with the game, SoulMask is a sandbox game that prioritizes an authentic survival experience. As the last one blessed with the mysterious mask, players will grapple for survival in a primitive land steeped in mysterious faiths, carving out a path of ascendance. You'll start from nothing, explore, build, recruit tribesmen to fortify your clan, and ultimately unravel the mysterious truths hidden behind the civilization of this world. Some of the creatures that have been added are the anaconda, which is a capricious tyrant of the rainforest. In the dense rainforest of SoulMask, every step carries a completely unknown deadly danger, and the anaconda is the most terrifying creature among them. It's described as carnivorous, large, and fierce when hungry, and docile when full. Unlike the panther, the anaconda is not a creature that can be taken advantage of in close combat. Its highly robust body can instantly wrap around an enemy, slowly squeezing them until they take their last breath. But the anaconda's bulky body makes it difficult for it to turn, making it vulnerable to hit and run attacks from certain distance, or using long-range methods is a good way to deal with it. Although the anaconda craves for fresh meat, it is obviously not an insatiable creature. Once it has finished eating, it becomes a non-aggressive creature. The second creature that we visit is the arrow poison frog, beautiful wetland poison frog. It's described as omnivorous, small, and fierce when it is threatened within its territory. In the jungle, no one wants to encounter even a single arrow poison frog. In SoulMask, the design of the arrow poison frog is to add insult to injury for the tribesmen in the jungles. The toxic air itself is already a challenge, and even antidotes can only provide limited relief. The arrow poison frogs, similar to the real poison frog, tend to stay in shaded areas under trees, making them difficult to detect, which is extremely deadly if a tribesman is not constantly scanning with their mask. And tribesmen could be instantly surrounded by several arrow poison frogs. The barbarians of the Fang tribe especially favor the arrow poison frog because of its abundant high-quality poison, which is one of the best means to create poison against enemies. There are many more new animals. In fact, developers are constantly enriching the ecosystems of SoulMask almost weekly. Another update that we see is the optimization improvement of the barbarians. In the tribe of SoulMask, many tribesmen wear various special decorations or use a variety of exotic paintings in hopes of gaining part of the power of the Pyramid Guardian. Every tribesman of the chieftains was once a ruthless barbarian. In the game, the three barbarian tribes run through the exploratory journey of the chieftains. Although the skills and gears between the tribes are different, it is obviously not enough for the developers. So, they started from a new version. Painting has become one of the symbols to distinguish these barbarians. The paint colors between different tribes may differ, but are widely enough different to be able to distinguish them. And there are leaders of the tribes. Uncertain if the players have faced them in their previous adventures, these towering leaders seem to have indeed gained a portion of mysterious power, possessing nearly unbeatable strong attacks. Once the barbarians become members of the tribe, the player may be more concerned about intelligence level of these tribesmen. So, rest assured, the developers have said they are no longer robots who just get stuck in the wilderness and mysteriously disappear to the next morning, and are actually going to have a better game AI. So the other development is easier tribal management. In the last public open beta, the devs received many suggestions from players regarding the management of the tribesmen and so have worked on these aspects and the feedback. So better management lists. Many players wanted the previous clan management interface to be more intuitive. However, this has now become a thing of the past, and the devs have upgraded the mass management module for the players. The new clan management interface can view and manage any element of each tribesman in the list form. And there's a picture that I've included in that they provided. So the other update is improvement of gathering tasks. The tediousness of harvesting or collecting tasks were indeed the most troubling issue for the devs. Now harvesting and collecting has been completely overhauled and can almost be set and forget kind of thing. You only need to set the harvesting and collection point, provide the tools, and set the behavior such as chopping trees or mining. Tribesmen will automatically stuff everything in their backpacks until they can't move. Then they will return home and put the items into the corresponding chests. The craftsman tribesmen will continue to turn raw materials into finished products. At this stage, the basic production line has been completed. The next thing is that they've made it an update to repairing gear. The SoulMask developers wanted the game to be more realistic, but at the same time, they don't want the player to get too frustrated. Now all you have to do is place the low durability gear on the workbench for repair and then delegate a tribesman to work on it, and they will automatically take the repair materials from the storage box and go repair those materials. That's all you need to do. Now we're going to talk about building improvements, and one of those is decorating your home with more details. The role of the bonfire has also been a big feedback for the devs. And in the perilous world of SoulMask, home is defined as the last place of refuge for a tribesman to shelter themselves from the wind and rain. In the early stages of the game, even maybe the only one. So the SoulMask devs have updated the bonfire and have modified the fire special effects in-game, from the steam effects in the rain to the realism of every flame frame. They've tried to create a more realistic home. In addition to the bonfire giving you a sense of home in SoulMask, they have added outhouses or toilets and some added details such as fluorescent lights inside the outhouses. Of course, there will be a natural byproduct from that, but fear not, as that will become a good source of fertilizer, materials for weapons, and other uses. Lighting has seen some updates, and there will also be more comfortable lighting options. So they have also developed a new series of firefly lamps, and there will be more lighting options developed in the future. Beds have been added, such as double beds, and they have also added double chairs, where you can have two tribesmen sleep on those items, and they have added signs which you can add text to them and make warnings to your rival tribes. Hitching posts have been added for mounts, where well-fed animals can be tethered. Now you don't have to have a yard full of roaming beasts. More building options have also been added. After addressing survival and personal issues in SoulMask, expanding one's home and base is often a priority for tribesmen. The developer's primary task was to ensure that base construction becomes an engaging and an enjoyable part of the game. The devs have added wind-powered machinery and advanced power workshop. If you're not interested in the machinery, there have been updates to livestock interaction. Like the capybara had an amusing behavior update within SoulMask. For example, they will be able to take baths on their own, and they have added new building module with pipes, and the capybaras will actively shower themselves, or you can play and interact with them. They have also added wooden stands. The devs have added wooden mannequins or dummies which can wear equipment and allow you to test the damage reduction capabilities of any armor that you've equipped them with. Or if you are a dart enthusiast at the pub, the archery target even increases damage based on the hit score, making it a good choice for competing against other companions or tribesmen. If you do want to keep something going different, the devs have added beehives. And so now you don't require you to catch a bee and nurture them manually. Instead, the beehive will use syrup to lure these little creatures to build nests. There are also some fish ponds for breeding piranhas, which can be transformed into traps, and windmills that are influenced by altitude to affect energy efficiency. Many of the items in development cannot yet be showcased, but the devs are aiming to provide sufficient rewards for players willing to spend the time in construction and building. Another item that has been updated is the organization of storage chests. The devs have added several angles of chest alignment, making it easier for players who don't enjoy playing a game of Tetris with their chests or boxes to keep things organized. They have also added more user-friendly campfires. The devs have noticed that some players need to learn how to light their first campfire, which was a developer problem. The SoulMask tutorial needed to be better. So, besides putting effort into improving guidance, all campfires now have a newbie protection period of 10 minutes when it's lit. You can even place a campfire anywhere, even while being chased by a cheetah or a jaguar, to instantly respawn near, as long as it's not raining. They have also added an equipment repair bench. The devs have designed a brand new structure or bench, the repair station. As long as you assign one of your tribesmen to manage this area, players can easily toss all their worn out equipment into it and then let the tribesmen take care of the rest. The developers had added new upgrade option might be able to help players. By preparing the corresponding building components when you're building, you can quickly replace the material content in any position using that option while you're building. Finally, an announcement just got dropped as I was making this content, and the devs have announced the limited time open beta access for 1 May 2024. So, that is most of the updates recently released by the SoulMask dev team. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe. Every bit helps me to create more content.